Hi everyone, welcome back to another week of Ag Literacy with Kayela. This week's book is The Grapes Grow Sweet, a child's first family grape harvest. Story and illustrations by Lynne Tuft, text by Tessa DeCarlo. All summer long, Julian has been watching the grapes on the vines that grow all around his house. All summer long, Julian has been waiting for the harvest because this year he is big enough to help. In the winter, the vines were bare and gray, fast asleep under the cold winter rain. In the spring, the new leaves opened to the sun and the vine's tiny flowers bloomed. Then one day, Julian found baby grapes hiding among the pale green leaves, smaller than his sister Jenna's littlest fingernail. Now the leaves are so thick that when Julian and Jenna play hide and seek in the vineyard, Julian's mother can hardly find them, and the grapes hang in heavy clusters, each one big as the end of Julian's thumb and dark as the night sky. All summer long, Julian has been tasting. At first, the grapes were so sour they puckered his tongue. But little by little, the long hot days are filling them with sugar. When they have a little more sugar, it'll be time to pick, says Julian's father. The grapes have to be sweet for the wine to be good. One day, they are sweet as jam. Almost there, Julian's mother says. Any day now. Then one night, Julian hears voices in the vineyard and a rumbling like thunder. The gondolas are here, he yells. Julian and his father go out in the dark to see the gondolas lined up, huge and empty. Tomorrow the harvest starts, Julian's father says. 1 week for us to finish a whole year's work. The next morning, Julian and his mother get up while the sky is still dark as sleep. The tractor starts up with a roar that sends frightened birds racketing out of the trees. At the old barn, Lorenzo, his wife, and their crew are waiting. They talk and laugh and sharpen their grape-picking knives. In the winter, they were here to cut the sleeping vines. They came again in the spring to tie up the new vine shoots. Now they are going to help Julian's family pick the grapes. Look who's here, Lorenzo cries. You're growing faster than a vine shoot, amiguito. Getting so big, I almost didn't recognize you. Julian helps his mother drive the rattling, roaring tractor, pulling the first gondola out to where the crew is working. Then, it is as if someone has turned up the speed on the day that has hardly even begun yet. For the harvest is a race to get the grapes into the gondolas as fast as the pickers can pick. Then a man named Mac will come in his truck to haul the gondolas off to the winery. Quick, before the hot sun can make the grape sweetness start to spoil. Lorenzo and the others sing and shout as they work, cutting grapes off vines with their sharp, curved knives. The pickers run to dump their bins of grapes into the gondola and run back to pick more. Julian finds one perfect bunch that has fallen onto the ground. He picks a grape and tastes. It is sweet as summer. Julian's father arrives with Jenna. Julian shows his sister how to count the gondolas the way Lorenzo has taught him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, he says. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The mountain of grapes in the gondola grows. The hot air buzzes with bees, drawn by the ripe grapes' heavy, flowery smell. Julian's father pulls out the leaves and the twirly pieces of the grapevine as the grapes pour into the gondola. Leaves don't make the wine taste good, he tells Julian. Lorenzo pours in a binful, and Julian spots a big green grasshopper tumbling in with the fruit. A moment later, it wriggles out from under the grapes. Julian sticks out his finger and the grasshopper climbs up. You wouldn't be good in the wine either, Julian says. The grasshopper looks at him and bounds away to its hiding place among the vines. Julian's mother takes Jenna home for a nap. Jenna's not big enough yet to work all morning like you, she tells Julian. When one gondola is full, Julian and his father pull into the shade under the walnut trees and drive an empty one out to the pickers. The tractor motor roars, the hot sun climbs the sky. The pickers' knives flash. They are working as fast as they can go. The second gondola is nearly full. Julian's father says, "Julian, run home and tell your mother to call Mac right away." Julian runs off towards his house, far away at the other end of the long vineyard row. He sees a shiny bunch of grapes the pickers missed, peeking out from behind some leaves, but he doesn't stop to taste. He sees a jackrabbit bouncing across the vineyard, but he doesn't stop to watch. He sees a lizard sunbathing in the dirt, but he doesn't stop to catch it. He runs all the way. "Call Mac," he tells his mother. "The grapes are ready." When Mac pulls the two-filled gondolas out of the gate and off to the winery, Julian's father lifts him onto his shoulders to watch them rumbling down the lane. "Bye," Mac calls. "See you tomorrow." At dinner, Julian and Jenna get cups of juice made from the vineyard's grapes. Their parents drink the new wine from last year's harvest. "When I was a little girl, I helped my father pick grapes in the vineyard," Julian's mother says. "And now Julian's big enough to help us." "Here's to Julian's first harvest," says his father, raising his glass. He and Julian's mother clink their glasses against Julian and Jenna's cups, making a sound like tiny bells. Julian sips. The juice taste of hot sun, the rich earth, the cool shadows under the leaves, and the ripe sweetness of summer. When his father tucks him into bed, Julian asks sleepily, "Next year at harvest, will I be big enough to drive the tractor?" Julian's father smiles. "No, not quite big enough yet, but you will be someday." He points out the window. "Remember how little the grapes were last spring, and how every day they got bigger and sweeter until they were big and sweet? It was time to pick?" Julian nods. His eyelids are heavy. "You're growing the same way. Every day you get bigger and stronger. Every year when harvest comes, you'll be helping more. Someday you and Jenna will be doing all the work, and your mom and I will sit in the shade and watch." But Julian's eyes have slipped shut. He is dreaming about grapes and grasshoppers, about gondolas rumbling in the dark and the new sun spreading down the vineyard rows, about Lorenzo's songs and the drowsy buzz of bees. In his dreams, the grapes are always sweet, and Julian drives the roaring tractor all by himself all summer long. The end. So if you'd like to stick around for a few minutes, I will briefly go over the activity from the Ag in the Classroom website. So I have put the link on the slide. I will also put it in the description, so you can easily copy and paste it or click the link and it'll take you to the page for this specific book. So this activity and this book is for grade levels K through 3. As always, there are some additional resources for other grade levels that you were looking for. In the classroom setting, this book reading and activity takes about 30 minutes. At home, the activity should maybe take about 10 to 15, 20 at the most, depending on how in-depth and how many questions that you have. So very easily, what you're going to do is you are going to go to the store and you're going to get containers of two different types of grape juice. You're going to get Concord and you're going to get Niagara, which is the white Concord. And so basically you're just making observations through this entire activity. So give whoever's participating pre-poured cups of the juice of each, and then you're going to make your observations. So the color, the thickness, the smell, and finally the taste. So you'll do it with one, and then you'll move on to the next. The activity calls to do a Venn diagram. You can also do the Venn diagram or a flip chart. You can also do a list if that makes it easier while doing this at home. So you're going to label a section grape, white grape, and then in the middle you can put same, which is why with the Venn diagram it would probably work a little bit easier. But again, you can do columns and do lists. So what you're going to do is you're just going to come up with words that describe what is unique about each juice and then what is the same about them. So after that, you'll then go into explaining what the difference is. So your Concord, which is dark purple in color, sweet juice grapes. And then Niagara, which is sometimes known as the white Concord, lots of flavor, ripens before Concords, used for juice and jelly, and it has a fruity flavor. And then there's some additional things that you can do. So you can have everyone vote on what their favorite juice was. You can then kind of go into name a grape variety grown in New York, just to kind of tie it to more New York products if you would rather do that. But that's it for this activity. If you stay tuned for Eileen's video on Monday, I don't think it's specifically with grapes, but it's to do with a variety of different fruits, and grape would be one of those included. As always, I have put our email addresses down at the bottom. Feel free to contact us if you have any questions. I hope you guys have a great Memorial Day weekend, and I will see you guys next Friday. Bye.